Good morning, everybody. Brian with CraftFancy. How's everyone doing this morning? Hopefully, you guys are all fire ready. I know you guys are all pumped up because there's been some great present, one of a kind group, which we are presenting in today as well. I want to welcome everybody. My name is Brian with CraftFancy. I am the host without the most here this after segment here. I see a lot of people starting to tune in. We are coming live to you on Facebook for CraftFancy and the One of a Kind group. Like I said, that's the programs that we do, and on YouTube as well for CraftFancy. So welcome everybody. We can read all the comments. Hopefully I can see everybody. Comments do fly fast, so I do try to answer everything by trying to put the product links up there as we talk about today project. I will not be doing the project though, but I do have someone special. Let's bring that special person in and let's say hello. Hello.
Hi.
Sheila.
Hi, everybody.
We got Sheila in here today. So hopefully everyone's excited. Got a great project coming up today. It is not card related. That's going to be a little later segment, but it is a what, Sheila?
It is a tiny envelope mini album. Actually, there's two different kinds, and a banner, and a little box. So we're going to do all kinds of little things for people who love the little.
Oh wow! So, just give me a second here. How did you come up with this?
Well, I like doing miniature rooms and miniature things. And so I was just in love with this tiny envelope die that makes little envelopes this size. And I was just playing around and seeing what I could do with a little tiny. So we've got two styles of a book and a banner, which is going to brighten somebody's day for sure. A child even would love this. Tell them it was made by a fairy.
Great, it's great. So got a lot of comments coming in already. We got the Cindy's that are joining us. Joni's there. Myrna's joining us. Gwen, Debbie. Yeah, she was saying they are tiny.
The actual size is 2 inches long by 1.5 inches when it's finished. So it's 2 inches by.
The good news is it's still going to cost you $1.25 to send it in. So, all right, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Awesome. So just as we get started, Sheila can kind of see the comments, but she's more focused on the projects. I'll be reading comments to Sheila, and I'll be trying to put the links out there for any products that she may be working with, so you guys can take a look. Stay tuned towards the end. We do have a discount code for you as well. So hopefully that'll work out for you guys as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with our project.
So we're using the CraftFancy Heart Envelope. And it says Heart Envelope because it has little heart dies there too, along with the envelope die. And we're using the Cartabella 6x6 paper pad in pressed floral, I believe it's called. Yes, pressed floral. And you can get probably 6 books out of the one pad. So this will go a long way. And I chose this particular pad because it had small sentiments that worked really well with the tiny size of this. So, Just Be You, or The Best Is Yet to Come, Where Love Grows, Family Blossoms. These were all really nice small sentiments that worked with the smaller project. So, small project, small prints. Large project, large prints. That's kind of my rule of thumb. So this had the tinier prints. All right, so you had homework, and that was to cut out 8 envelopes and assemble your 8 envelopes for each book. We're doing a standard book here, and then you also need 8 for the accordion style. This is the accordion style book. So if you don't have any envelopes to work with yet, I'm just going to give you a couple of minutes to get those going. And I'm going to give you a tip on how to print out little photographs, because these photographs are 2 by 1 1/4. So what I've done to get all the little photographs into these albums is I use a collage app. There was one that just came on my phone. I'm not sure if all phones come with that in your drop down when you're looking at your photos. And I make a collage and I put 6 photos onto one 4 by 6 collage. So when it prints out, it will print as one photo, but there's 6 tiny photos on there, and then you can just cut them apart. So you don't have to order little wallet size prints. Just make a collage. A lot of free apps out there to make a collage. Make sure you have 6 pictures in there minimum. You could probably get 8 or 10 on one 4 by 6 size photo print. And then I've also tucked little messages in the envelopes. So there's a little message in that one. And I've tucked little hearts, because again, this set comes with die hearts. So there's little hearts in there, all kinds of little surprises you can tuck in there. You can tuck in there a quarter for a little one. And yeah, so that's your tips. And hopefully you've got some envelopes to work with to get started. We're also going to learn how to make a box to put everything into. So 8 envelopes for the first one. The first one we're going to do is the accordion style one, is this one. I'm going to put it out here finished, and it's got a little belly band that wraps around it. So let's just put that accordion style one there. So you're going to start with one envelope facing up, so that when I say that, I mean the inside is facing me where I can put something. And all of the other envelopes are going to face down, overlapping where the, I'm just setting out how I want my book to go together. So that's my choice, how I want it. So with the first envelope, and I'm using a glue, I believe we're using the Barely Art glue for this. I'm using a glue, and I'm gluing just the triangle part, the flap of the envelope, to the next envelope in line. And I'm going to fold it over to make sure that the crease, you might want to just have your bone folder on hand, so if it's not creased enough or flat enough, you can work with it. So I'm just gluing it right in there, making sure it can still fold over. Now I'm going to glue the top of the flap, the outside of this next one. And that's going to tuck on this one. That's going to fold the other direction. So lining it up. Everything is glued where it needs to be. Same thing. I'm going to put glue on top of the flap, down the neck. So I'm not going right on the crease, I'm going a little bit next to the crease so that this can still fold properly. On the top, I'm just heating this. I chose 8 thick, but could do one that's 4 or 6, or I wouldn't do 10. I tried 10, it was a little too thick of a book or book. With, I think 8's about the max amount envelope. And again, I'm top of the flap. top, making sure hold out and out. When you're cutting your envelopes out with your dies, you might be wiggling your paper around just to get the right look once it's folded together. So you'll see what I mean when you're looking at the paper. Some paper has words or flowers situated in a specific spot so that you can get just the right look you want inside your type. I'm squeezing and pressing all the way along so I get fairly straight. This one.
What adhesive are you using today in your?
I'm using the Barely Art glue.
Okay.
And I've got it in tiny dispenser bottles. I love these bottles because they come with this long, I think the Barely Art even comes with this long pin, which keeps it from clogging, and that's, you know, key when your glue, we don't want to clog. We also have some really nice glue holders, and I was teaching a make and take in the other room today. Did not bring the glue holder in with me. Are those online, Brian?
The glue holders?
Yeah.
Which glue holders?
The one that can hold a tiny bottle upside down.
I can look for it. Yes,
Yeah,
I believe it's online.
bottle down. It can also hold stickle bottles. It's really great. Then stuff doesn't dry out while you. Okay, so I've got the book completed now. This side is a flat sides where you can add photos or messages. And this one, I pulled the message from this paper kit. The best is yet to come and just be you. And then on the other side, you've got all those little all places where you can tuck things. Tuck the hearts and messages and things on the side. And we're going to make a belly band to hold this one together. So to make the belly band, you need a 4 3/4 by 1.5 inch strip. I would not score this because the belly bands, in my experience, work better if there's a little wiggle room to get them on and off. So I wrap it around and leave a little wiggle room so it can slide off and on. And this one I've cut so that there's a sentiment right on top. And the sample one, and this one I'm just using the floral. So I've got my 4 3/4 by 1.5 inch strip. I wrap it around my little book, but I'm not going to score it. Wrap, leave a little bit of wiggle room there, just enough so it doesn't fall off, but not too much where you can't slide your book in and out. Let's adhere that, and I want to adhere it quickly, so I'm going to use this Easy Runner Grand to do that, so I can just get that together right away. And this one is by Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L. So easy to load. I love that. Oops. There's your first little accordion book. Completed. Right, any comments, any messages?
Can you repeat the measurement of the buddy and band?
Yes, the belly band is 4 3/4 by 1.5, and that measurement is written in your instructions when you get the kit. All the measurements are in there. But that's the size that works with this envelope size. It could be thinner so the book pages show. So again, it's, go rogue, do your own thing, and, adjust it to where you need it to be. Yeah.
So I posted the barely art glue that we used. I posted a round glue holder, and then I posted the bottles that you're using today as well.
Oh yeah, great. These are just staples. I mean, you should just have these on hand when you're any kind of paper crafting at all. Great.
Joanna Hirsch says these would be a great idea to slide into a lunchbox or a backpack for our school
yes.
kids, filled
I just
with
got
notes
chills.
of encouragement.
That is fantastic. I love that idea. It's great. Okay. Now I'm going to move on to book number 2. We're going to do the box last. So we're going to do book number 2, and this is going to work like a standard book. So you're going to cut your outer cover, your book cover, and you're going to cut that by 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. And I'm going to show you how we score this because, again, a standard score measurement doesn't really work with the thickness of the paper and the way that these books work. So I went right into the middle of this. So here, about 1/5, and I scored a whole bunch of 1/8 so that center of my book cover will just kind of roll around my book. So there's a bunch of light scores that gives me a curve like this rather than a hard fold like this. So this is a hard fold, makes a V. This makes more of a U. So that's what I want for this book cover. And this is my new one. I just got the little Score Buddy. The reason I got the little one, first of all, it's greatly portable when you're just doing cards, but it has all the 1/8 on it all the way across. So if you're going down to 1/8 measurements, they're all on there, which is fantastic, especially for this project. So I'm pretty sure you have the Score Buddies too, correct?
Yes, the Score Buddy.
So you've got your book cover. Now we're going to stack all our envelopes for this book. Our flat side up, so the side you would address up. But I want all of the flaps pointing that way. And again, that shows that in your direction. So I'm stacking, and all of the flaps are going to go that way.
Score Buddy Mini.
Score Buddy Mini. Is that what it is? It just says Score Buddy 1/8 here, but yeah, I don't think it comes in. And this paper is pretty heavy duty cardstock. It's nice and thick, so when I let go of my pile, it's going to pop a little, but we're just prepping our pile so that we can do time. So now I'm going to take my top page and I'm going to turn it and open it this way. And I'm going to glue the back of the flap to this first envelope here. So again, I make sure that this is going to fold, lined up. So press it. Now we're just going to continue with that all the way to the last one. Let me put the last one inside. So the back of the next flap is going to go this envelope. And I'm going to keep going with that particular the flap of this.
Tanya saying that I got carried away last night making envelopes and now I have too many to choose from.
Yeah, I did that. I'm laughing with you because I did the same thing. I had a lot of fun making all the little.
I imagine once you get into a position, you're making those things going.
Yep. And you can make them with the tiniest scraps of paper, which is also nice because you're using up your paper stores.
I imagine that. At the very end.
Yeah, but that's what you put your little notes on, and you put your little notes in the envelope with the little pieces that you have left. So this is a no waste project, that's for sure.
Right, like a little note that you would give your husband, boyfriend, and say, "Don't forget to stop by CraftFancy and buy me a gift card."
Yeah, I'm going to show you one that I put in this book. I put a little ribbon on it so it would pull out a little tiny note. This one says, "The world is full of magic." That's a good one again for a fairy album. And there's even, I've even put a tiny envelope that can come out, or you could put a tiny card in there, make an extra layer. Oh, for all of you people that like, this is the project for you. Got options. Who got out of control on one. I always show my craft fails so that you know that even though we've been doing it for forever, we'll have a craft fail. I don't know why that got on there. I don't know where I was messing, but that's all right, because what I can do is I can always take one of these adorable little hearts, because of course you have the dies to make the tiny hearts as well. And so I have a little glue on here that I'm not crazy about. You can always put a little heart over. Who's gonna know? Now, at the last page, we do something a little bit different. So we're lining our envelopes up this way so they're pointing at each other. And I'm gonna tuck this one into this one. First, I'm gonna put glue on it. Tuck this envelope. going to wrap the last flap. That. So now we have the signature go inside of our book cover. Here's the book cover, and it's been round. Been taken on the edge of a table, and I'll pretend it's the edge of the table, kind of to get it rolling around the book. And I'm not going to glue along the spine because the pages turn better if there's that little space in there. Little space, I could certainly get a tool right down. So don't glue on the spine. Don't worry if you do, but we're just going to put glue on the front and the back of this packet. So on the front cover, back. Sticky.
The next presenter is Find Your Wave Creations. You just made a comment. This is a great technique to use with A2 cards to make a larger version of this.
Ah, yes. Yes, you could. You could definitely make a.
And then Myrna came back with saying, I have made a larger version.
Okay. Now I've got my book cover on there, and I've got my tiny book completed and ready for those itty pictures. Little notes, little messages. Right, let's move on to making our box. Kathy helped me with this one a lot because I'm not great at measuring. Numbers bounce around in my eyes and they just don't end up where they. So the box that fits this particular book, you're going to need a 3 3/4 by 4 1/4 piece of paper for the bottom of the box. And you're going to score this. This one's already been done. At 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, all the way around, 1 inch, 1 inch. And then on the longer sides, I find that works best. You could do it on the short. I'm going to cut up to the fold right here, up to in 4 spots. You know, this wasn't homework, so I can slow down and wait. If let's just put this to the side and do all the gluing at once. So your lid of the box is 2 3/4 by 3 3/8. And we're going to be scoring that at 1/2 inch all the way around. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make cuts on the longer side. You can do it on the shorter side, but I found that the longer side worked. Let's decide what side I want. Inside.
Choices.
So now we're just gonna fold up that box. This again, this is one of those things where if you crease it both ways to begin with, then it's just gonna go together easier. It's gonna stick together. So get the creases in there good. Tuck those flaps inside on both sides. And then bring up the long edges, and we're gonna glue that. I'm just gluing on the flaps because there's a part where we don't want to go. Glue the flap. You could use a tape runner for this too. It's a little fiddly with a tape runner because it's small today. But barely art will stick in place right away. It's not coming apart. You can see it's just staying together right away. Nice. It's kind of a quick grab type. There I have my do the top. Hold it in place so it
Way too quiet out there. Let me know in the comments if you like this project or not. So.
Is it like the after lunch lull where everyone just needs a nap? I mean, for
I
us,
don't
it's
know
after
what it
lunch.
is.
I don't know. It's probably earlier time-wise for other people.
Right. It's let us know what if you like the project. Let us know if there's anything that you would like to see different in here. Just let us know something in the comments. You guys are way too quiet today.
Wake up, everybody!
All right, I got it. It's cute.
Why, thank you. Oh, you mean the project?
The project, yes. Us, oh yeah. We're getting a lot of cute projects. Very nice project, and I love it.
These little boxes also you can get into making a lot of boxes. I have adult children, but I still do kind of an Easter basket for them, but has not been a basket for many years. It's some kind of creative receptacle. And so a tiny little box like this would be great. They would love it stuffed with money, I think.
Just a Hershey kiss.
Just one Hershey kiss.
It'd kill me to get just one Hershey kiss from people.
True. And then for this box, I added a tiny bow. You have plenty of ribbon in your kit to do a little bow. And I put that on with a glue dot because a glue dot will really. And you don't have to work with a tiny piece of ribbon. You can tie a large bow and then just cut it off to make it. Again, this little sentiment is something that fit really nicely on this, and that's part of this paper kit. And it's find the joy in the little things, which was very appropriate for this project. So there's our box. We got the belly band, we got the box. There's enough ribbon in your kit to do a bow around your book. A double bow, actually, you can wrap it around twice. Here.
Monica's got it right. One Hershey kiss and a $50 bill in the box.
There we go.
Nice.
That's what my boys would like.
Yeah. Talking.
They're actually going to get something that my husband made on a 3D printer. I saw it and I thought, and we have gotten our use out of that. fun things for mostly for me and for craft projects. Looks great. All right, let's go to the banner. So for this banner, again, I'm going to give credit to Kathy, who's on our staff, and she had this great idea. If you glue the string of your banner to the lid of your box, then when you pull it out, so the message pops out. So see how that's glued to the lid? It all get folded into the box. 2, 6, 13. Just want to see how thick 13 envelopes. You could probably get 15 envelopes here for your message. So if you'll notice, when I did the envelopes for the banner, I assembled them long ways instead of this direction. They're going what we would call, this is portrait rather than landscape, so that I could do nice tall letters on. And when I did our banner, this CraftFancy banner, I used the back side to write the letters on, or the side you would address if it was a real envelope. But then I used the front side just as a decorative part of it. And you can ink the edges. So it definitely cute touch on your banner. So create your envelopes this direction. I'm just going to do every other. We're just going to flip them. I don't know what this is going to say. Probably write something on it in the future, but here are the envelopes that I have. There's twine in your kit there. You can stuff messages in the envelopes if you want. Again, this coming out of a box, all the letters could have messages stuffed in them. I glued them shut so they'd stay stable. But it's a pretty versatile project, so you can do your thing. You do you, man. Right? Is that what they say now?
Yeah.
That's what the kids are saying. You do you.
You're hip.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put a little glue in there at the crease. Hold my banner and my letters in place.
Find Your Wave Creations said that washi tape would be a great decorative way to glue it to the side of the box.
Yes, washi tape would be beautiful.
Yes. I think you
I
probably
just
want to
used
watch the other presenter coming on a little later. That's Serenity Fair.
Oh,
She's the washi tape lady.
Hey,
So,
perfect.
so if you're not in the one of a kind group, I recommend checking that out. Link, we'll post it now. But that's a part of the all day venture that we're on. And then also too, we're still live on YouTube and on Facebook for CraftFancy. 4 channels all at the same time. How do I do
That's
it?
a lot of juggling, Brian. I don't know how you do it.
There's a lot of windows open.
A lot of windows.
And I'm answering comments on all of them too. That's
yeah.
Now I'm to the point that I just answer all the comments.
Oh, someone said I received one of these and it was made by a fairy.
Yes.
So definitely magical.
That's what I wrote back. So it was magical.
We all need a little bit of that fairy dust in our lives.
I want to be a gremlin.
Glitter. Love glitter, but it's a messy project. So I was thinking these little envelopes in a banner type thing would make a really cute advent calendar where you open one and you have a little message every day. for maybe a birthday. It doesn't have to be this advent calendar. Something that's coming up or every day. So once they're glued on, you can slip them off, if you need to. Or again, like you said, if you washi taped the string in, then the person could open it and get their message for the day. Oops, I did that one backward. Let's do that one. Well, let's do that. This is the closest thing to washi tape I have. That. And you could use your repositionable adhesive to temporarily seal it shut, and that will still open. It's on there, right?
What kind of washi tape is that?
That is the
That
kind that you could use when you're painting something.
That is called that is the CraftFancy. Hey, let me grab that off the tool bench.
That's exactly what I did.
It's in the CraftFancy shop, and hey, look at that. That's gonna work just fine. That's right, ladies.
So yeah, we could open and have a little advent message in there. That'd be fun. So what other kind of projects are people doing out there with paper that is not a greeting card? Are we doing junk journals or mini albums, miniature towns? I don't know. Anything out of paper, pinwheels.
What about mixed media? Do you do mixed media? You get into the mixed media at all?
I do.
Do you?
I love it all.
Yes.
I do it all.
See, I wonder if they would like to watch any mixed media. I dabble on it a little, but it gets too messy for me.
I love the mess, but the thing with the mixed media is you need to collect over a while, You need to be a collector of different kinds of paper, different kinds of magazine, tissue paper, washi paper, craft papers, cardstocks, ephemera, and you need to have a collection of the media that you're mixing when you put it all together. And then, of course, you can paint and ink and stamp and kinds of fun things, but you need a lot of things to do a mixed media project. I think that's why go to a class or go to a friend's house. It can be a lot of fun because you can both gather your things. It's like a smorgasbord of crafting things and get them all together. Ribbon, string, newspaper clippings, watercolor paper, textured papers, then
So I got some comments back. Kim Catadell on Facebook for CraftFancy says yes, she's on on the mixed media. I have Heidi on the One of a Kind group saying I do lanterns.
That's neat. I'd love to see that. Now I'm going to be Googling that later to see.
Tanya is saying I still do scrapbook albums, not a card maker at all. I do mixed media and junk journals. Then Find Your Wave Creations is telling me the messier the better, Brian. Going back to my comment about mixed media.
Oh yeah, decoupage with napkins. I've tried that once. That was a cool thing.
Yeah, Myrna's like into making journals too. Then you read about Becky, and then Shannon says I bought a junk journal kit but never did anything with it. What are you waiting for? Start playing. Start playing. Start playing.
This is a fun pen. Where did this pen? Again, I just grabbed it off of.
I don't. We got more stuff just.
We do.
I gotta have
whatever project just happened.
Yeah, which Reminds me,
fun.
you know, the CraftFancy garage sale's coming up pretty soon, so.
Oh boy, I love that.
So.
Okay, so I decided on joy. Right? Let's have some joy. Like, okay, questions, comments, anything you need me to review. We did everything, the box, the banner, the standard book, the accordion style book. If you weren't here earlier, I'm just going to let you know too how to get these little teeny tiny photos. You create a collage. There's lots of apps, free apps. Some apps on your phone will make a collage, and you print the 1 4x6 picture. It prints like one picture, so if you're sending it to Walgreens or whatever, you're just paying for that one photo. But because you've made a collage, you have a lot of small pictures in there, and I'll generally put 6 to 8 pictures in a collage and print a 4x6 photo with it. And that's how I get the little photographs, which are just adorable books. Anyone else have a way that they print? Does anyone else use tiny pictures? Print small? No.
So I have Marcella Ball on YouTube is asking if you can replay like the box.
Sure.
So can you just go over the box again, I guess?
Yes, I'll
Because
go over
we
the
do
box
have some time.
again. Yeah, absolutely.
We're down to about 10 minutes, so we have a little time.
Sure. And again, glue your banner to the box lid, and then it'll pop out when the person opens the box. That's.
Yep.
Do I have order to make another box?
If not, you can just probably talk
But
about
I'm
it.
gonna talk
But
about
in the
it.
meantime, while we're doing that, why don't we go ahead? I do have a discount code right now.
Yay.
Boom! There it is. It's Easter 15% off. That's right. So when you write into the special code book, you're just going to write Easter, EASTER, 15% off all your orders till 3/31. That's Tuesday, midnight, Central Standard Time. Excludes the class kits and mystery boxes are not included. So we have all kinds of different products that we're going to be talking about and stuff. And by the way, oh hey, look at that! Not very good there. I'll tell you up front one real quick. All right, just real quick, I just want to cover it. It is Easter, 15%. We are going to be doing a lot of new products. You don't have new products right now, do you?
No, I don't have any in front of me.
So we'll be going over that with the next section. So we just kind of got that. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're ready. Let's go. There we go. All right.
So the size for the box that's going to fit these in your kit, you're going to want the bottom to be 3 3/4 by 4 1/4, and you're going to want the lid to be cut 2 3/4 by 3 3/8. I did not measure this. I'm just going to show you how the box went together. I just cut a quick uneven rectangle. And I'm going to score it at the same measurement on all sides. So I'm going to score it just for demonstration at 1 inch. Score, flip, score, flip, score, flip. And then I'm going to cut it on the score lines in 4 places up to the long score line. So I'm going to cut it right here on the score line, here on the score line. And I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Score line and on the score line. That way I can fold these flaps in. You can see the black background. That. And then glue the ends up. The lid is made the same way. So you start with your rectangle, score on all 4 sides. And again, there's a pretty clear picture in your instructions in your kit that show you where to score and where to cut. So I only cut up to this first score line with my flats in. Now, I did create a banker style box, but that was way too complicated to try and replicate. This is small. So this kind of box is good for a tiny. And we see it better if it doesn't have a print. I don't know. There. That one goes there.
You must have did okay. Penny Blaylark says, awesome presentation. Thank you.
You are so welcome, Penny. Very nice of you.
All right.
Okay. We got 5 minutes to heat up your coffee in the microwave again, or get a snack, or who's on next?
So it's going to be Find My Wave Creation is going to be next in the One of a Kind group. CraftFancy will be back at 3:15 Central Standard Time with Carol. We're going to be doing the CraftFancy Postage Egg Chunk Art class. So again, in some of these comments, and maybe we should send a little post out or something. Sounds like Sheila's sounding looks like she's looking for some ideas for what you guys want to see. So remember, we're a wealth of information. We got a lot of stuff that we can do, but we don't know what you guys want unless you guys tell us. So like I said, we saw a couple mixed medias, like Tim said, and then junk journaling. What else? What can we teach you? What can I take my time and educate you ladies on?
Well, I'm going to have a fun display. I call it a mini album, but it'll be 6x6. It's coming up for May because we're not here in April. Right? There is not an oak in April, I believe.
No, there is no.
So for May, yeah, there's going to be a display, a 6x6 album that can also be a display, and it's got a cool fold to it, and it's size that if you do not like these small sizes and working with the tiny stuff, it'll be a size that you're comfortable working.
Yep. So there again on the top of the screen this time, pointing up, is our discount code. It's Easter. Take 15% off your orders till 3/31/2026 midnight. Excludes the class kits and mystery boxes that are not included in the offer. But you might want to hold on to your order because we got another CraftFancy segment coming on. Carol's going to be coming on at 3:15 Central Standard Time. We'll be talking about cards class version of it. Not a cards person, and you're more of a scrapbooker mixed person. Well, then I guess order because you don't like cards, so you're not. But if you are ready for that presentation, we'll be here with you. Well, I say that's about it, man.
That's it. We're wrapped up.
I want to appreciate, thank you very much, Sheila, for taking time out of your busy schedule today. Away from the CraftFancy demo table today,
Yeah.
we were doing make and takes here at the store.
We are. Come on in.
So if you're local, you better come on in. There's a couple left, and you can do that. And we cannot wait to see you guys coming up. So we'll find out what our next projects are for Sheila. Sounds like she got something there, but it looks
Something for you.
Remember, we got stuff in all throughout the course of the year, so she's always looking for ideas.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. Find My Wave Creations is going to be next on the One of a Kind group. I want to thank everyone for tuning in, watching the CraftFancy program today on either 4 of our channels there on YouTube's and on Facebook. I'm not gonna blah blah blah. Remember, always shop for all your paper crafting needs at www.craftfancy.com. That's it. All right, I'm Brian.
I'm Sheila.
And we're going to get out of here. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great one.
Happy spring.
Bye.
Bye.